And that's why I turned P. Diddy down and I did not go to any of those parties. Oh, hey, what's going on, guys? This is the Bad Wolf. All right. So today we're going to be talking about community powers. Okay. So the natural or sovereign people have the power to rule their homes, communities, and the nation. See, if you read through the Constitution, there's a unique line in there where it says the people will be governed by their consent. That means the government and all the governments from the state level, which are nothing more than private clubs, are under our consent. They're under our jurisdiction. They answer to us. We just haven't been asking anything of them, and we've been sitting around like little disgruntled neighbor kids bitching about what they're doing because nobody is standing up to say, "Hey, we don't like this." That is our weakness. We are all divided, and there's a lot of mental illness going on out there. People don't want to hear anything. People want to fight. People think they know it all. I don't want to grow. I don't want to improve. Don't improve me. Don't improve my girl. Don't improve my scenario. Oh, but give me what I want. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Some people just want to see the world burn. Do you want to know how I got these scars? Because people make it impossible or super difficult to get this information out. They don't want to learn. They don't want to hear. They everything that they've known, though most people have nothing to show for everything they've been through, full disrespect implied here, but then want to give advice. Don't listen to that. You're going to get into trouble. Who told you that? What law did you read? Where's that coming from? Side here, because I feel some type of way. You have to have receipts, and that's why I show you guys where I get this information from, especially the laws. Stuff like you're about to see now, this can all be backed up. You can research any aspect of this. I'm not just saying, but some things, yes, I do just say, so you guys can learn. All right, with that being said, I hope everybody has a great day. Let's get started with this information and see what they have to say about community powers for people in the private. Once again, shot goes out to living in the private.
Sovereign people, naturally, have the power to rule their homes, communities, and nations. A freely elected representative government has no power that is superior to the people, because sovereignty resides in the people, not in the representatives of the people. It is often reported that officials are elected into power, whereas they are actually elected into office. An elected official can only have delegated powers, because they are always subservient to their electors. Public servants, by definition, are subservient to private sovereigns. Unfortunately, most people do not exercise their sovereignty. Sovereign living people are in the common law jurisdiction, the national law of the land, lawful, while legally generated corporate artificial persons created by the state are in the Admiralty maritime commercial jurisdiction, the international law of the sea, legal. Employees of a corporation cannot exercise authority over their chief executive officer, CEO, nor can artificial persons created by the state exercise authority over an incorporated governmental agency. Therefore, people who act in the roles of artificial persons have no sovereign authority. Corporate processes of hearing and redress are subservient, for example submissions, appeals, and petitions. Whereas common law processes of hearing and redress are sovereign, for example notices, orders, and declarations. Governments at all levels, including city and town councils, have been legally incorporated into the global debt money system of bondage and largely usurped by a myriad of corporate interests. But whenever governance in any form becomes harmful to the people, it is the right of the people to hold such governance to account, to seek redress for wrongdoing, or ultimately to institute new governance that will safeguard the people. All political power is inherent in the people, and all political organization begins at home. Therefore, the political powers of the people are first exercised governmentally when electing and overseeing their local public servants on a town or city council. When a community of private people wishes to exercise their sovereign authority over their public servants in the common law, they can post a notice of a people's assembly, during which they can ratify any majority decision of the community. By this process, a community of private people can serve a notice on their public servants, or write a community bill of rights, and so on, if they deem it necessary to protect their community of life.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that? We got the funk. Better have that funk. Saying we want the funk. Mm. We have the power, people. That's why the document, we the people. We can make any kind of changes. You guys don't ever want to deal with the CVD 19 again scenario? You guys you want taxes reduced? You want more judicial oversight of where your money's going? They're just running shop as normal because ain't nobody saying nothing. People, I hear a lot of bitching, but ain't nobody standing up. And if you don't stand up, then sit down and back up. Player, then you don't deserve your constitutional rights. I mean, they're yours, but if you ain't using them, if you ain't getting people together, you ain't showing people why and how, then it's just pillow talk, baby. Grab your ankles, go to your happy place. Let's keep going.
Life. The documents created by a people's assembly must be autographed by a freely elected committee, witnessed, and acknowledged for the record by a justice. In common law nations, community justices are sworn to serve the private people, upholding the common law of the land, which protects life and peace. A justice of the common law is known appropriately as a justice of the peace. Their service is free and mobile to ensure accessibility. They can hold a common law court of record wherever they set up their desk with their documentation, Bible, stamps, and pen. Common law procedures are common sense. Conduct must be fair and transparent, providing full disclosure of any information relevant to decision-making. Notices of people's assemblies for your community, and notices sent to public servants, must provide a reasonable timeframe for a response, such as at least 7 days. Statements of fact according to belief must be witnessed by at least one other man or woman in the presence of a justice of the peace, or a similarly sworn man or woman. Public servants have no authority that is not granted to them by the private people. And
did you hear that? So I told you guys before, everything they do comes from the private. The savage land, the private people. Now it's just running amok. It's running on its own. And the people in those positions are like, well, we think this is what the people want. Well, we have the right to pull them out of office and tar and feather them dirtbags, some of them a bit. Okay, no, I'm not condoning dragging anybody out of the office and tar and feathering them. But the Constitution does kind of say that we have the ability to, educationally speaking, for entertainment purposes.
People, and once a people's assembly has spoken on a community matter, there is no higher authority who can overturn it.
So what they're saying is, guys, is that if we want something done, we put it in their face. If not, you guys must be enjoying the back room at P. Diddy's house. I mean, same scenario, right? Locked into a little box and then, getting the business. That's what they're doing. Everybody's just worried about them. Everybody's a little sheep. I'm a sheeple, instead of a wolf. Sheep get taken advantage of and milked, and their fur and hair taken and used for meat and whatever else. Not a wolf. I don't see many wolves operating in circuses or shows. You might capture a wolf, but you ain't taking his heart. So do what you want to do, guys. It's your life. Future is yours. I'm just an old man, lives on the corner, talking a little jazz. I'll talk to you guys next time. Think about it.